Hi there and welcome to Salonskincare.com. I'm Debbie Greenwood, and you know what? Sometimes I think I have the best job in the world because with Salonskincare.com I get to investigate all the big beauty brands, and bit of a treat actually. A couple of days ago I went to the South Kensington Club and I experienced Comfort Zone properly for the first time with the magic hands of Gemma Winter, who joins me right now, national educator for the company.
That's correct, yes.
And you know, I'm surprised with the South Kensington Club being so special, so exotic, so kind of high end. They even let me in. But what an experience! And this is typical for Comfort Zone, isn't it?
Yes, we're in lots of beautiful spas and salons worldwide, Maldives, Mauritius, the States, and also in the UK, some beautiful spas, Rockcliffe Hall, Titanic Spa, Syon Park, beautiful.
And we're going to be looking at the products that you use in these different spas, aren't we?
That's correct.
I'm interested to find out a little bit more about the company though. What makes this company so special? I know it's Italian.
We basically are driven by science, so we see beautiful results after our treatments, just not instantly, but for days after. And also the rituals, they're beautiful, holistic rituals that just transport the client to another world.
It is based still in Italy, is it?
Yes, in Parma in Italy, that's where our head office is. Everything all under one roof, from production to research and development, to training and everything else.
Now, I know I'd love to meet the founder because he's a very exotic name. He's called Davide Bolatti. Have I said that? Bolatti. I've made him sound like a bean.
Correct.
So it is his company, and he has quite a scientific background.
Yes, he's a qualified pharmacist and cosmetic scientist. So the research and development was the foundations of our products, and everything stems from research and development. So the result is what we're looking for mainly, and then obviously the rituals complete that offering.
Now, I know that you're very proud of this brand, and when you go to trade fairs, it's your company, it's Comfort Zone, that seems to attract all of those other brands to your stand.
Definitely. Our stand stands out against any of the other brands. It's a really proud moment when other companies come to our stand and are just in awe of the stand that we have, and just, oh, what is this about and what's the brand, you know, and wanting more questions because they're intrigued.
Now, I know from personal experience that you've got the magic hand. You have got the treatments, you've got all of that. Take me back to the beginning. How did you start in the business?
Comfort Zone was the first brand I learned as a qualified therapist in a spa in the New Forest, and I worked as a therapist with the treatments. I used to go home and my mum would be, oh, you've been using those beautiful products again. I then went to work for other brands as a account manager and in training also, then had the opportunity to open my own beauty room, and I was in no doubt whatsoever which brand I would choose for my own business. And then the opportunity came up within Comfort Zone for education, which is what I'd always wanted. What
I love about this is that Comfort Zone to me feels like you almost think of it as being your first love, your baby.
Completely.
Because when the chips were down and it's your business, this is the brand that you chose.
Without no doubt, definitely. I absolutely adore the products, I adore the rituals, but the results that you can achieve for your clients with these products is just phenomenal.
Well, to launch this Italian brand, this Comfort Zone brand on Salonskincare.com, we have a very special while stocks last offer for you. It's the day and night duo, so we've got night cream and a day cream, which we're going to talk through in just a second. Now, this is for the very short period while stocks last, £68. It is actually worth £116 because each of these creams retails at £58. So it really is a great opportunity to dip your toe into that Italian river that's called Comfort Zone. So what have we got here, Jen?
So we have the Skin Defender Day Cream, which is going to protect the skin against environmental pollution. And we also have the Re-Night Cream, which is your nighttime regeneration repairing cream.
Right, now who needs this?
So this is good for people that live in environmental pollution, live in the cities, especially in travelling a lot.
And just, because we do have a lot of hazards, don't we, especially city dwellers. So it's really important to protect our skin, as well as the, anti-aging elements that a lot of the products have.
Definitely. This really helps to put a film on the skin against the pollution. You can feel that rich texture is beautifully nourishing for the skin, really comforts the skin in that protection against those daily elements.
Smells so gorgeous. So we've got the day cream and we've got the night cream as well.
That's correct. So the night cream is a cream which helps to regenerate the skin, will really help to repair any damage that happens throughout the day, if any gets through the Skin Defender cream. And again, really help to replenish any nourishment that is lost throughout the day.
Okay, so fabulous value for money. This is an amazing brand, all the way from Italy, of course, and we've got both of these creams, your day and your night cream, at a price of £68 while stocks last. But remember, were you to buy each of these products individually, they would be £58 each. Well, we've done a little bit of arm twisting and we've got Comfort Zone to give us a special while stocks last offer, which is a beautiful set of a day and night cream, and it comes also in a beautiful gift box. We have a price here, while stocks last of course, of only £68 for these two creams. Each of them individually is £58, so you've got a total value of £116. So really a great way to start off. If you, like me, hadn't really experienced Comfort Zone, and it's a good way to dip your toe into that Italiano water of great skincare. So Gemma, talk me through what we've got.
So first of all, we have the Skin Defender cream, which is for anyone that lives in polluted environments, especially cities, living with pollution attacking their skin every day, which obviously brings on premature aging.
Does it really? Is it, so so if I lived in the countryside, my skin would be in with a better chance of staying younger longer?
Yeah, you have clearer air, you haven't got as much pollution, free radicals attacking the skin. So within this cream, you've got lots of powerful antioxidants that are really going to feed the skin and neutralise that aging action on the skin, so really help to prevent those aging processes.
You know, the feel of it
gorgeous,
is gorgeous,
isn't it?
Yeah, and this is, I think, what Comfort Zone is about. It's about enjoying the product. So it's not just great results, but it's about enjoying that ritual.
Definitely. With Italy, they think of every tiny detail, from the texture to the smell, which you can smell. The aroma is gorgeous. Really working on everything.
Now, I know you go to Italy a lot.
Yes.
with your job. Do you get a chance to input into how these products are developed?
I do, actually. This year I became part of the panel testing for new product development, which is very exciting for me because it's a new part of my role, and we have input into the products. They take our feedback on board, and actually you see your ideas come to life within the products.
That's a very exciting job, isn't it?
Very.
Is there lots of testing done then, to see how your clients, how your ladies react to the different creams?
Definitely. They do lots of tests and lots of research and development, which is all done in-house with our own scientists and our own research and development laboratories, and therefore we have complete control over everything that goes into our products and how they are created.
Now, is there an age group that you're targeting with this particular day cream?
Not necessarily. We don't tend to look at the client's age, we look at their skin age with all of our products. So with this, it's looking at the first signs of aging on the skin, so people that are starting to see the first dehydration lines turning into permanent fine lines and wrinkles, looking at their skin's a bit dull, a bit sluggish, they need that extra boost and that help to really help the radiance of their skin.
Okay, and would the same be true of the night cream?
The night cream is for all skin types, and the night cream is really going to help regenerate the skin. So if any damage has occurred throughout the day, then this will really help to encourage the regeneration, the rejuvenation of the skin, and the smell of this cream is absolutely divine. It's the same as our massage cream that we do for our facials, so it will take you back to your facial.
It does, actually. I'm there in that spa. I'm being spoiled and pampered. And it is nice to be able to do those things for yourself, isn't it?
Definitely. It's a gorgeous, rich texture that they can put on each evening to really replenish, replump their skin and just repair.
Well, it's just a lovely thing that we can do for ourselves, isn't
Definitely.
it? Really to enjoy that. Why is it so important to have a different night cream cream from your day cream?
Your day cream is going to protect from daily aggressions and daily environment, and your night cream is going to repair. Your skin is most active between the hours of 12 and 4 at night time, which is why they call it beauty sleep if you don't get enough.
Is that where it comes from?
Correct, yeah. So your night cream is going to really replenish and repair the skin when the skin is most active, and it'll be most effective.
So you wake up in the morning. What sort of results can I expect to see?
Like little angels have massaged your skin all evening.
Do you know, I have been trying out the night cream,
gorgeous,
and it
isn't
is
it?
really lovely. Just explain to me if I'm using it properly. So do I cleanse first?
Yes, you cleanse and tone your skin to prepare your skin ready for your moisturiser. Morning, obviously, you would be using your Skin Defender for the day to protect against the daily aggressions. And at night time, you would be using your Re-Night Cream, a pea-size amount, so literally the end of a spatula, this amount, onto the skin, warm in the hands, and then just smooth to face, neck and décolleté.
Now, why is the temperature important? Why do you warm in your hands?
So warming the aromas will also help you to relax. Fragrance is a very strong emotion provoker with products. So when you smell the product, it will transport you back to your facial or prepare you ready for sleep. It's very calming, very relaxing fragrance within this product.
When a product is warm, does it penetrate more easily, or is there a factor?
It will warm the skin's tissues, so the absorption of the product will be a lot more readily absorbed.
And do I avoid the eye area with this?
With this, it is just face, neck and décolleté, so you would avoid the eye area. We have specific products that we're looking at later for that area.
And how long would I expect this kit to last me if I'm using morning and night?
Roughly 2 to 3 months. Obviously every client's different or everyone is different on how they tend to use the amount that they use each day and night, but 2 to 3 months you would get out of these.
Is it possible to use too much? I'm a bit of that school.
Definitely.
You know, if a little bit's good for you, then a lot's got to be excellent.
No. Definitely less is more. If you feel that you need to put more product on, obviously you can take more product, but don't overload the skin. The skin will only ever absorb so much. So once you've popped a pea-size amount on, if you don't feel that that's enough, then you can obviously pop more on.
And how far should I take it? Over my face and
all over your face, neck and décolleté. So don't forget your neck area, your décolleté. Again, this is an area where we see the first signs of aging, so we really want to protect and look after that area.
Oh, fabulous. And it really is great value for money. Remember, this is while stocks last, so we can only hold that price of £68 for both of those creams and the gift box while we have the stock, obviously. Individually, each of these creams is priced at £58. Now remember, all of the prices that you see on salonskincare.com include postage and packaging. So £68 will get this gorgeous set to you wherever you are. Well, if you're thinking maybe about a holiday in the sun, it's time to prepare your skin before you go. We're talking now about the Tan Maximizer from Comfort Zone. It's 150ml size, so a good big size, for £22. And that £22, of course, does include your postage and packaging to wherever you are. Now, Gemma, it seems to me that tan maximizers, tan accelerators are becoming more and more popular. It's becoming more and more the norm to use them.
Definitely, because by preparing your skin ready for the sun, you're going to protect your skin a lot more than if you just went into the sunshine. You know, you see the English on holiday, they're all nice and white, and you can tell that they've just arrived.
Yeah,
so
well, we're all like that, aren't we?
Definitely.
Whether we're English, Welsh, Scottish or whatever. You watch that thing with Billy Connolly where he always says you can tell a Scots person when they arrive on holiday. They're not just white, they're blue. And I can say that because I'm married to a Scot. So what we actually ideally want is to be arriving like we're in with the cool kids, don't we? We've already got a little bit of time. So how does this work?
So what this product is going to do is you apply it 10 to 14 days prior to your holiday, face and body, and it's a lovely rich texture, but what this will do is just really help to stimulate the melanin within your skin, which is your skin's natural process that is going to give you your colour.
So my tan when I get it is from melanin.
Melanin.
So that's
cells.
A pigment, is it?
That's correct.
Yeah.
So it gives you your pigment, gives you your colour, but it's your skin's natural DNA within the skin to protect against UVA and UVB.
Okay. So by stimulating it before I go, I've got more protection.
Definitely.
Therefore, a better tan as well.
Better?
I don't want to make it sound like I'm very shallow and I just
No.
want the tan, but I kind of do in a way.
For a safer, deeper tan, yes,
Yeah.
that's correct. So you're going to safely tan. Your skin is ready for that sunshine as soon as you hit the sun exposure, and you'll get a deeper, quicker tan.
So is it a couple of weeks before I go that I start using
10
this?
to 14 days, yeah. I use it 10 to 14 days before going on holiday. During my holiday, this is a product that takes me back to South Africa last year. It just reminds me of...
Did you have a fabulous holiday?
6 weeks, beautiful time.
And it was important, but you're quite fair-skinned, aren't you? You're not got
I am,
dark
but
skin.
I tan very easily.
Yeah.
So.
Well, especially if you prepared your
Yes,
skin.
definitely. Within 10 minutes, I use this also through the summer months. So it doesn't have to necessarily be if you're going on holiday. It can be for your body cream for the summer months.
So it just makes the most of whatever sunshine and tanning time that we have.
Definitely.
And promotes that hydration in the skin as well.
Definitely. It's packed full of argan oil, so it really is a powerful antioxidant to feed the skin, again prevent that damage that can happen from sun exposure and really protect.
Now, I tan quite easily as well, so, you know, and I really get quite proud of my tan.
Yeah.
I know I shouldn't, but I do. But perhaps for somebody who is fairer than me and does react badly in the sun, this is going to be even more important, isn't it?
Definitely. By preparing your skin, of course, they still need to use an SPF. So you're still having to pop on your SPF factor to protect when you're in direct sunlight. However, this will just prepare the skin, make sure that the skin is safe, and also help to prevent skin reactive conditions like prickly heat or sunburn, etc.
A lot, because I know that a lot of people, they go on holiday and prickly heat can actually ruin their holiday for them. Because then you feel like you've got to avoid the heat and you get terrible reaction.
Yeah, of course. This will just really help to bring the skin's natural defence to the surface and therefore help to prevent those processes in
And
the skin.
isn't it horrible when you get home and you've got that tan, you're looking good, you're feeling good, because that's what it makes you feel like. It makes you feel like you look healthy and you look slimmer and all of those things. And then it starts to fade really quickly, which is terrible. But this is going to prolong.
Yes, when I use this product, I get the deepest tan and it lasts a lot longer as well. Definitely, without a doubt. It's gorgeous, isn't it? The
Goes
smell.
on. Because, you know, sometimes if I'm using a body product, I'm a bit lazy and I get a bit bored with it because there's so much of me to cover. So to have something which is easily absorbed and goes on so nicely is a real boon.
Definitely, and what you can also see is it absorbs into the skin. It's very light texture as well as being hydrating and nourishing, so you're not going to feel greasy. You can pop your SPF on top without having to feel that you're overloaded in product around the pool or on the beach.
And the other thing is, I don't know if you've ever heard lots of people say this, but people say, I can't get my legs brown. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether the legs don't hit the sun in the same way. But actually, if you wanted to concentrate on your legs...
It's so funny you say that, actually, because one of my friends said to me the other day, you're one of the only people I know that gets brown on their legs as well as their... I said, that's our tan maximizer.
That'll be the secret.
Definitely.
And it's called Sun Soul, isn't it?
Sun Soul, yes.
And in a way, that the kind of soul thing is what Comfort Zone's about.
Definitely. Skin, science and soul. Science being at the heart of everything that we do. Skin is what we treat and we put soul into everything that we do. So as I said earlier, our research and development labs, they're all our own staff. Our aestheticians putting their client into their comfort zone and really looking after and caring for everyone.
So that's where the name of the company comes from. To be in your comfort zone. And if you want to be in your comfort zone when you're on your holiday or when you're exposed to the sun, then do prepare for it. This is £22. You've got 150 mils here. It's called the Sun Soul Tan Maximizer. And do remember that we're going to get this to you wherever you are, and that price of £22 does include your postage and packaging. Well, luckily, I've got Gemma Winter in the studio. She is the national educator for Comfort Zone. So she's here to kind of guide us through all of the different lotions and potions and creams that you will see under Comfort Zone on salonskincare.com. So we're moving to the Hydramemory Extra Cream.
That's correct.
So we've got a 50ml size for £44. So who needs this? Who needs this extra cream from the Hydramemory?
This is for dehydrated skins and dry skins also. So people that see rough textured on their skin, people that want that hydration and feel maybe tight on the surface of their skin, you can feel that it's a beautiful, rich texture, but not over heavy.
Now that's because I have tried one of the creams from the Hydramemory, and I think that was
gel.
yes, it was a lighter texture.
Yes.
See, speaking personally, I really like a richer texture.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we have 3 different textures. So we actually have a fluid for oily skin, combination skin that has dehydration. We have the cream gel that you received, which obviously really helps to hydrate the skin, but it's very much for a balanced skin that just needs that extra help with hydration. This is a beautiful, rich cream that's going to cocoon the skin in that hydration and really replenish and drip feed that moisture that drier skin types tend to have.
Okay, so how do we use this? How does it fit into my regime?
Every morning, cleanse and tone your skin and then use a pea-size amount onto the face, neck and décolleté. This will also help to plump the skin because it's helping to feed the skin full of moisture.
And is the way I apply it important? Is the direction of application important?
If you use light upwards sweeping movements, that's going to help gravity. As we age, obviously everything tends to
You don't want to be dragging
slacken.
anything.
No. So always work upwards and outwards to lymph nodes in order to drain any toxins or puffiness from the face.
Would you say, as a trained professional, been in the business for 11 years, what age should somebody start to think seriously about good skincare?
Definitely within their teens, because obviously we have hormonal changes and our skin, has got all these different factors attacking it, and therefore we need to just balance the skin, get into a good routine. Prevention is always better than cure.
And if you had to put figures on how much hydration I was going to see by using this cream, could you do that?
After 1 hour, we've done tests where you see 50% increase in hydration.
Gosh.
So it's a huge difference to people that have tight, dry skin. This cream, changes their day.
So if you think about it yourself, if you're thirsty and you have a lovely big cold glass of water, how much better and more hydrated you feel. What's your skin going to feel like after a drink of water?
Definitely. It's like thirst quenching, really helps nourish, hydrate. It's soft, comforted, and just feels very relaxed and non-tight.
Your brand, Comfort Zone, is available globally now, isn't it?
Yes, that's correct. We've got spas all over the world, so Mauritius, the Maldives, the States, Canada, and we're also on Norwegian cruise lines as well.
I bet people go off on those cruise lines and they come back and they're desperate to get Comfort Zone, aren't they, once they've tried them?
Yes, so we have lots of places all over the UK, some beautiful spas up in Scotland, Eve Spa, in Renfrew. We also have Marcliffe Hall in the UK. We also have Rockcliffe Hall, Titanic Spa, South Kensington Club that you came to the other day.
Oh my gosh, I have to tell you, that South Kensington Club and the spa in there, it's all part of the whole Comfort Zone thing, where you are treated, or you treat yourself at home. The world is going on and going mad outside, but you're experiencing the wonderful feeling of using these products, plus the results that you get. And I came out, I was so relaxed. I came out into a London street, actually pouring with rain, and I was just completely blissed out because I'd had such a wonderful experience with the products and of course with you.
Definitely. The treatments are beautiful. They're just holistic rituals that transport you to another world. But the results that you see on your skin, as I said to you on Friday, you will see for days after, not just on that day.
And I was a bit, I must say, I was a bit kind of doing this to my skin
just
for the
check.
whole weekend, and it's good. It really does work, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking about the Hydramemory Extra Cream. So this has got lovely, richer texture. We've got 50 mils, so how long is that going to last me?
2 to 3 months.
Yeah.
Less is more, so just pop a pea-size amount on. If you feel that you need more product, then just take some more, but don't overload your skin initially.
Okay, you can always add to it.
Definitely, but you can't take
Don't
off.
don't waste it.
No, don't.
It's a little pot of preciousness, isn't
Yes.
it? So the price of £44 does include postage and packaging to wherever you are, which is great, because I know that sometimes postage and packaging can be a little bit of a bugbear. So great that we include that in our prices. Well, we are moving on now to the cleansing part of your regime, and Comfort Zone recognises just how important cleansing is.
Definitely. Cleansing and toning is a really key stage to your skincare routine to prepare the skin ready for the protection layer, which is your moisturiser.
So you're going to have really clean skin without it being stripped.
Definitely. This product, your Skin Regimen Cleanser, really helps to purify the skin, detoxify the skin, but also replenishing lost nutrients and macronutrients that our skin loses throughout the day.
Who needs this? I know there are so many cleansers out there, aren't they? So what sort of skin do I have if I need this?
This is actually for all skin types, all ages, for fighting the first signs of ageing. So it's actually going to help prevent the ageing process within our skin. We have 4 silent killers: inflammation, glycation, methylation and oxidation. And the ingredients within this is going to really help balance and neutralise those actions on the skin.
Now, I have used this and it is a
gorgeous.
lovely cleanser. It's almost when you finished using it, you think, do I actually need a moisturiser after it? Because your skin already feels moisturised, I think I would say. How am I supposed to use it? I know how I've been using it, but how am I supposed to use it?
So with this cleanser, it has a switch technology. As you can see, it starts off as a cream. You're going to massage it into the skin to really help remove all of that makeup, pollution from the day, and in the morning just to really help rejuvenate the skin. The massage that you're applying also helps to stimulate blood circulation to the skin, and therefore nutrients and oxygen to really help feed the skin cells.
So that the action is really important, as is the product, obviously.
Definitely.
The action.
This range is a lifestyle range, so it's about your lifestyle tips as well that we give to you, and also the product. But you can feel now that it's switched into an oil, so it's gone from a cream to an oil. And then what you would do is just take your face cloth into your water and just wipe away any residue of the product. But what you'll feel is that it actually leaves a very fine film of active ingredients on the skin, so the skin feels very hydrated. It's not stripping the skin whatsoever, and you can feel the texture of your skin is so soft.
It's very, very soft, isn't it? That feels gorgeous. And obviously on your face, when you're doing that cleansing, sometimes cleansing can be actually a bit of a chore, but when you've got lovely products to use and you know that they're very effective and they're also going to be that first stage of moisturisation, then it really makes a difference. I was in TV studio yesterday, and I've been there all day, and you know what it's like, you add more makeup and you add more makeup and you add more makeup. So when I went home and I double cleansed with this, and my skin felt great. It felt back to the spa, you know. It really had that feel to it.
Definitely.
How long is this going to last me? Is that a bit of a how long's the piece of string question?
Definitely. It depends how much you use on your skin. 2 to 3 pumps would be more than sufficient to cleanse the skin, but you may want to do a double cleanse, especially if you've been in the city or a polluted environment or filming, like you said, just to really deeply cleanse the skin, detoxify the skin, ready for the moisturiser to be allowed to do its job for you.
Now, if you were to look on your page, on the Comfort Zone page on Salonskincare.com, because you wanted to see all the different products, you notice that there are lots of different types of packaging. So what does this signify? It looks quite pharmacy-like.
Definitely. This cleanser is from the range Skin Regimen, and Skin Regimen was designed by 5 scientific panellists, scientific committee, and they're all doctors within different parts, different fields. So within cosmetology, nutridermatology, cardiologist, and they really look at what's good for the heart is good for the skin, and it is a lifestyle brand. So you can see the packaging is very scientific because they've had that scientific input. So it's very much for your anti-aging results, preventing the aging process in the skin, helping to really neutralise those factors and therefore age in a much more graceful and healthier way.
Well, you know, I would say that my skin is quite dry, it's very mature, and this really seems to suit my skin very, very well. It's gorgeous. Yeah. What about people with sensitive skin? Are they okay?
It's perfect for all skin types because it's so rich, cocooning, it's very sensitive for the skin. It's not going to strip any oils, it's putting all of those nutrients nutrients, vitamins and minerals back into the skin that we lose throughout the day. So it's really feeding the skin the nutrition, and when you smell it, it's as if you've walked into that greenhouse of all the fresh vegetables and fruit.
I'm just laughing because obviously I put makeup on today on my face, and this is a hand that didn't have makeup on, and look what's happened. It really does work, doesn't
Definitely.
it?
It's deep down cleansing, but without taking away all the natural barrier. It's really replenishing and replacing all of that.
I'm really quite surprised at that, because I had put some makeup on this hand for us to remove because I wanted to see it work, but I didn't realise that there was anything on this hand. But look at it. Look at that. How effective it is. So this is your skin regimen cleanser. The price for 190 mils is £22. And remember, that price does include your postage and packaging. And we'll get this to you wherever you are. Now, if you are a little bit worried that your body is never going to be ready for being beside the pool on holiday or on the beach, and you just think, is there anything I can do to give myself a little boost in terms of that orange peel effect that you might have on your tummy or your thighs? Well, yeah, help is at hand. It's got something that you can try. It's called the Body Strategist Remodelling Cream. You've got 200 mils here for £54. So, Gemma, how does this work? How does this work on fat?
This product is amazing. It basically helps to stimulate lipolysis, and what lipolysis is the burn of fat within the body. So we actually use the fat as energy via the body, and therefore helping to release it.
So you apply it topically,
yes,
but you actually do get some kind of effect underneath your skin in those fat pockets.
Definitely. It's got a thermogenic action. So as you can see,
what does a thermogenic action mean? What's that when it's at home?
Thermogenic means it goes hot and cold. So it's stimulating the fat and all the cells around the fat to shrink and help detoxify the body. As you can see, I popped some on earlier.
Oh, yeah.
So about 10 minutes ago, and you can see
oh, yes, it's all
the pinkening of the skin.
Yeah.
Obviously, on the areas where you have more fat cells, you can see the other way.
Go. Can we see it? Yes, we can. Look at that! Look at that, that's really quite dramatic, isn't it? And you haven't got much, we don't have much fat here either, do we?
That's what I was just about to say, is that on your body you would apply it to your tummy, your hips, your bottom and your thighs. And with this, you're really going to see a much more red appearance on the skin. That's perfectly normal. It's not an adverse reaction, so do not panic. It's perfectly normal to feel the heat, to feel cold, to have the pinkening of the skin, and sometimes it slightly raises. That's perfectly normal, so nothing to worry about.
So you would apply it below the bust to any areas which you felt could do with a little bit of help.
That's correct. So it would be tummy, hips, bottom and thighs, so like a half bodysuit, above the knees, below the bust.
Now, have you done any testing to see how effective this can be?
We have, yes. Our tests show that after 30 days you can have a reduction of thigh circumference for up to 2 centimetres. Obviously, everyone is very different, so everyone will react differently to this product, but you can have up to 2 centimetres reduced.
Hey, I tell you what, that's worth a try, isn't it? Can you imagine that could happen?
So I'm just going to pop some on your arm so you can see the texture of the product. It's very creamy, very lightweight, and it smells very fresh. So it's not something you don't want to put on. It smells very fresh. It's a really nice smell to the product. It's very light, and you would just lightly massage into the half bodysuit area, so above the knees, below the bust, everywhere where you have concern, and this will really help to generate that heat. And as you can see, it goes bright red.
Do you know what? I quite like the idea of this. There you are, going about your normal daily business, and actually you're having an anti-cellulite treatment, and nobody need know except you.
Definitely.
So can you use this as many times as you want, or is
we use it morning
optimum?
And evening. So you would apply it under the bust, above the knee, morning and evening, to really attack that firm, stubborn cellulite. You will see reddening of the skin, so it's maybe not one that you would wear and put a skirt on, but you can apply this, pop your trousers on, pop your dress on for the day if it's knee length, and then just go about your day. So you don't have to wash it off either.
Now, if you were pregnant, could you use this?
Not with this, because it's working on fat reduction. For pregnancy, it's not suitable. For people with fragile capillaries and veins, varicose veins, it's also not suitable because it is so stimulating the blood flow, and also before, during and after sun exposure.
What about if maybe 6 weeks ago I had a baby and now I'm starting to think about getting my body back in trim? Could I use it then?
Perfect. So perfect for after pregnancy, in order to really help get body confident again and just be comfortable in your own skin, help to stimulate that fat reduction and really help you on the process of losing your baby weight.
And you know, with the best will in the world, sometimes you can lose weight and you can exercise like mad, but there are still pet areas that seem to maintain that body fat. And you know, you can be doing your sit-ups, you can be doing all kinds of things, but sometimes it's very stubborn and it seems to stay. So this is well worth a try, isn't it?
It's amazing. It's a really good product. I used to pop it on and it's like walking around with a hot water bottle on. So if you've got tummy ache or you've got aches and pains, it also helps that blood circulation. So it's really helping to relax the muscles at the same time. But I used to pop it on, get in my car and sit down, and you feel like your bottom's on fire because it heats up so much. So it's really nice in the winter too.
So absolutely perfect,
Yeah.
isn't it? So
Beautiful.
you'd be driving along in the traffic and nobody knew that her derriere was on fire and that his fat cells were actually being worked on by this body strategist cream. It's a bit of a secret, isn't it?
It is. It's a hidden secret. We do have a treatment that goes alongside this product as well in Salon, and they're wrapped up with this product on, and lovely thermogenic action, really working on the cellulite. But this is something they can do at home each day to benefit each day.
Because I mean, it is wonderful if you can, and maybe you do for a treat occasionally, you know, you would go into one of these wonderful spas, but mostly it's just you at home, isn't it? Mostly you in the privacy of your own boudoir, and you can actually experience some of the same things that we would experience in the salon.
Definitely. This is the home care version, and obviously with cellulite, it's something you want to treat each day in order to improve the appearance continuously and also to break down the fat cells continuously.
So if I were a little bit worried about the redness, would I be best doing this at night before I went to bed?
Definitely, yes. If you're wanting to wear a skirt in the day and you don't want, you know, the redness showing, then do it in the evening. But for best results, you know, twice a day, morning and evening would be perfect.
Wow. Tell you what, beats going to the gym, doesn't it, really and truly? This is £54, and tests have shown that you could possibly lose up to 2 centimetres from the circumference of your thigh. And obviously, this is going to be different for everybody. Results really will vary. But I tell you what, it's really worth a try. £54 will get you this. That's including postage and packaging. And we can get this to you wherever you are. Well, we're going to talk a little bit about exfoliation now, because we've got the Sacred Nature Gommage Face and Body Scrub. It's a nice big size. It's 200ml, so you might want to just leave it in the shower and use it as and when. The price is £40, and that includes, of course, postage and packaging. We'll get it to you wherever you are. Now, why is it important to exfoliate?
Exfoliation removes all the dead skin cells and therefore allows your body cream or your face cream to penetrate deeper into the skin. It's also helping the skin cell renewal, so therefore your skin's going to be glowing, it's going to be radiant, it's encouraging the natural processes within our skin.
You know, to exfoliate, not everybody does exfoliate. Is it more important the older you get?
Definitely. As we age, our skin cell turnover slows down, so we need to just encourage it to behave like a younger skin and really help to remove dead skin cells.
I'm just looking at the packaging here, and
gorgeous,
it's very natural packaging, isn't it?
This is our Sacred Nature range. It's eco-certified organic range, so everything from the packaging to the ink on the packaging is all water soluble and recyclable.
Now, how do I know with my body? I mean, I assume that my face needs exfoliation because I'm going to be putting all kinds of creams and things on it, and I get that. How do I know when my body needs to be exfoliated?
You would exfoliate your body 2 to 3 times a week, so it's actually more than the face because it's such a large organ of the body. Your skin is the largest organ.
Yeah.
It will become dry. It may look quite dull, quite sluggish. You may see the cracks if you've got cracks on your elbows or on your feet also.
So how do I use it?
So with this product, it's for face and body, so it's a 2-in-1.
That's unusual, isn't it?
Yes. But what you'll see and what you'll find is it's very creamy. It's not harsh at all on the skin. It's very creamy. You've got your jojoba spheres, which are very gentle.
No, they're not at all. Sometimes you have a physical exfoliator, which this is, and it feels really scratchy, but this isn't at all scratchy.
Very gentle. It's enriched within buriti oil, so it's very nourishing for the skin, very powerful antioxidant, and it's also anti-aging.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. So you've got your anti-aging, organic, eco-certified line that is really rich and nourishing for the skin, face and body, and very gentle.
Now, what about even if you are using this on your face? And I confess, I've got a nice big tube of this in my shower at the moment. Do I have to be careful about, when I'm using it on the face, about the eye area?
Definitely. It is for face, neck, décolleté, but just avoiding the eye area, just because that area is such a delicate area, as we will see in a short while with our Eye Supreme product that we're going to look at.
And certain areas of the body, maybe knees and elbows, are really going to benefit from this.
Definitely. You can really focus on your knees, your elbows, the heels of your feet to really help remove dead skin cells, and therefore your moisturiser that you will apply after will work deeper into the skin and definitely more beneficial. You'll find you'll use less of your moisturiser as well, so therefore that will last you longer and save you money.
Well, we like that, don't we? Say you were going for a fake tan, maybe you're going to a wedding, or maybe you're just fed up looking pale and interesting. Is it really important to exfoliate before that?
Definitely. If you remove dead skin cells, their tan will be more even. They're not going to have orange elbows or orange knees, hands. This will just really help to remove all their dead skin cells and therefore have that beautiful glow from when they have their tan.
And if I'm applying fake tan myself, is it a good idea, because if you haven't used gloves or whatever, is it a good idea to exfoliate the palms of your hands?
Definitely.
After you've applied?
Definitely. Always exfoliate the palms of your hands, soles of your feet, to just stop any of that tan that may have got onto those areas from grabbing, and therefore you're not going to have your orango orangutan hands and feet.
Or your feet. Sometimes it gets on the bathroom floor as a spray, doesn't it? And then you end up with those tangoed feet.
Yeah. So you can use this product dry. It goes a long way. As you can see, I've probably popped a bit too much on your hand just there, but you can use it dry, and once the buriti oil and the rich sheer butter is absorbed into the skin, you can dust off the particles with a dry hand towel. So you can actually do this exfoliation dry, or you can use a damp damp towel,
yes,
or even shower it off in your shower.
When you have got if you are wearing a fake tan, should you avoid exfoliating while you've got that fake tan?
No, you should exfoliate a couple of days into your tan just to even the removal of the tan. Obviously, as your skin cells remove, they don't remove evenly from the body naturally. They all will be patchy. So if you're exfoliating, this is just going to help the tan remove nice and evenly and not have patchy areas.
What about for people who suffer, from those little kind of bobbles that you get on the backs of your arms? My mum used to tell me I needed to use a nail brush on the backs of my arms, which was really, really painful. But I suppose in a way she was right, wasn't she?
Yes and no. The bobbles and the rough skin on the backs of the arms can sometimes be down to the lack of omegas within the diet. So the omegas that you're lacking, essential fatty acids, you can get from a product that's as rich as this to really feed the skin at the same time as removing the dead skin cells.
And the other thing I think about, the bust area is, if you are somebody who always wears a bra, maybe you wear a bra with a wire in it, that can sometimes rub against you and it can cause a build-up of dry skin.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this product is for face and body, so it's a really simple product that people can use and really focus on those areas that is going to hydrate, really going to help nourish and comfort those areas that maybe are sensitive.
So if you want a product that's really 2-in-1 for the face, for the exfoliation, gentle exfoliation of the face and the body, then this is the Gommage Face and Body Scrub. You've got 200 mil size. It would be a bit big, wouldn't it, if it was as big as that? But that's the size. It's a good, decent size, and the price is £40. We will get this to you wherever you are, and that includes our postage and packaging. Well, one of the areas of concern for a lot of us is the eye area, whether it's lines and wrinkles, whether it's puffiness, whether it's dark circles. We're going to talk now about the Eye Supreme Cream Gel. We've got a 15ml size here for £26. So you never need a lot with an eye product, so that's going to last you probably quite a long time. I'll talk about that in a sec. So £26 the price, and we'll get this to you. So what concerns does this address?
This Eye Supreme Cream Gel focuses on puffiness and dark circles primarily. It does also help slightly with the fine lines and wrinkles, but we have a better product on the website that would help you with that more so, which is the Eye Supreme Extra Cream.
So for people with those lines, it's the Eye Supreme Extra Cream. Have
That's
a little
correct.
look, you know, if you have a look at the different products and have a look at the page, see what else is available from Comfort Zone. But for now, we're thinking about puffiness, aren't we?
Puffiness
Yeah.
and dark circles,
Okay.
yes, with this product.
So how do I use it?
So with this product, you want to cleanse and tone your skin and apply it before your moisturiser. You don't want to have a barrier with your moisturiser on in order to then pop your eye cream on top. So you want it on before. You want to use a rice grain size amount onto the back of your hand. You're going to use it between your fingertips, warm the product so that it applies into the skin lovely. Just apply around the brow bone, into the temples where you have your crow's feet and your fine lines, onto the cheekbone and in the middle of the brows. And then you can just literally lightly tap with butterfly fingers just to really help stimulate that removal of waste toxins and also help to stimulate the blood circulation, the fresh oxygen, the fresh nutrients to take away that dark circle effect around the eyes.
Now, you often, if you have a facial, there is a lot of tapping goes on, isn't there?
Yes.
And that is purely for stimulation.
It helps the absorption of the product, but it also helps to stimulate the blood circulation, take away toxins that actually cause that puffiness in the eye area. So it's helping to drain away. We don't have a natural drainage system right up onto our eyelids. So by popping it onto the brow bone, the cheekbone, and into the frown lines, this will just help to take what it needs from the eye. We have a natural process in the eye called osmosis. So it takes from the product what it needs, but leaves the rest on the bone structure in order to be drained away.
Now, if we're not really targeting the lines with this, we're targeting the puffiness and the dark circles, is this going to be suitable for some of your younger clients?
Definitely, definitely. With your younger clients, looking at the first signs of aging, they wanted to really have bright eyes. A good tip with this one, if you have been out the night before or you're feeling particularly tired or worn down, put it in the fridge. It's lovely and cool.
Nice.
It really refreshes the eye area and energises.
Or, you know, maybe you're having a few relationship problems. And you know what it's like, you cry into your pillow late into the night. So when you get up in the morning, this is going to be, especially if you popped it into the fridge, it's going to be extra specially,
Really
so to get rid of that puffiness and to
Really
help with that. So we get the puffiness. What about the dark circles though? Is that something that tends to get more when you get older?
It can do, because everything in our skin slows down as we get older. So it's actually to do with the circulation around the eyes. And if you're not stimulating that blood flow, the dark circles can be more apparent. So by just using this morning and evening, it's just going to stimulate that blood flow and therefore reduce the appearance of those dark circles.
Now, there are a lot of skin tones which seem to have worse dark circles than other skin tones. I'm right in picking that up, am I?
Yes, definitely. Darker skin tones you tend to see the dark bluish colour around the eyes more so. Some of it is to do with genetics, but there's obviously things that we can do to help reduce the appearance of those.
And this is something, because you know you have a great range within Comfort Zone, so you've got specific concerns and you target them. So is this something that would have been trialled on people with that condition?
Definitely, it will be trialled and tested. We do extensive tests with our products within Italy, and external tests also, and they will just really help to see the difference that we can improve the puffiness and improve the dark circles around the eyes so that they're less apparent and the client feels more confident, they can apply their makeup and they're not going to have those dark puffy circles around their eyes.
In terms of progressing the range and research and development, is your founder, Davide, is he still very hands-on in that way?
Definitely, yes. He's a professional and qualified pharmacist and cosmetic scientist. He still very much has an involvement within the development of new products, and we do extensive panel testing as well. So they are tested and tested again, and the products are just beautiful.
And you know, clearly all of the research and development, not resting on laurels, Comfort Zone don't do that, really pays off in terms of what you are able to get and the results that you are able to see. So we've got 15 mils here. How long is that likely to last?
Last you about 6 to 8 weeks. Again, depending on how much you're using, but it should only be a rice grain size amount. So literally small couple of millimeters, because you don't want to overload the eye area. We have no drainage system, so by putting too much product on, you're then going to have an adverse effect of making the eye area puffy.
Yeah, so I mean, and that's what we want to control with this, isn't it?
Yes.
So we've got 15 mil size, as we were saying. It's £26, which actually to my mind is a very, very reasonable price for an eye cream, because they can be heckishly expensive eye creams. So do give it a try. It might be something that you're trying from Comfort Zone for the very first time. Remember, the price does include postage and packaging, and we will get it to you wherever you are. Now, there are just some things that you get to try out in the course of duty that you just totally fall in love with. And this is something which I've tried out in the line of duty from Comfort Zone, and it is just gorgeous. First of all, I couldn't believe the packaging. This is now taking pride of place on my dressing table. But the weight of this is just, well, it has to be weighed to be believed, actually. You've got 200 mils in the cream inside. The price is £64, and I'm just thinking, thankfully, that does include postage and packaging, because this is heavy. It has that real feel of luxury about it. If you were to give this as a gift to your mum or your sister, believe me, if she's anything like me, she's just going to say, oh, thank you. What is it? Is it a spa in a jar? Is it luxury in a jar? And it's just gorgeous. It's not all about the packaging, but oh my gosh, it is gorgeous.
The product is exquisite. The packaging's exquisite. It is our home spa brand and range. And as you said, spa in a jar. I love that description. It's beautiful, rich texture.
It's Tranquility. So is that the fragrance from it? What is it?
Tranquility is our signature blend within Comfort Zone. So we start and finish every treatment, as you'll know from Friday, with this gorgeous blend, and it has the same fragrance as this cream. We have an extensive range of Tranquility products, from shower cream to face cream, body spray to the candles. So we have a really extensive range because it is our signature fragrance.
Wait till you smell. Oh, sorry, I'm thinking it's mine, and I've just stuck my fingers.
I was going to give you more.
Were you? Well, you can give me more. But look how it's rich. It's a little bit decadent, if you don't mind me saying.
Gorgeous.
It's very, very, very indulgent, and you smell so
divine,
lovely.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know whether I enjoy using it more just before a night out, you know, or when I've just had, you know, that nice me time that you occasionally get, and you have a bath and
with your candle.
With it, well, I must get one. That's a Tranquility candle,
Yes,
isn't it?
it
Do we
is.
have those on the website?
I believe so.
We have. Oh, so if you want to get this fragrance and you want it in candle form, you can just have a little look on the homepage of Comfort Zone homepage, and
you
and
put your
see
body
that.
cream on. You could even use the bath and body oil, which is again in this fragrance and goes lovely and milky. Put your body cream on, put your robe on, and just relax at home as if you're at a spa.
Well, you know, obviously you can kind of put it on in the morning when you've just had a shower, but really, I think it's for those indulgent moments when you have had that me time, and it just makes you feel as if you're human again. You know, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you think, I'm run ragged, I've got those children, him indoors is, well, you know, being a bit annoying or whatever, and you just take that time to relax and to enjoy yourself. And I think this would make such a perfect gift.
Oh, it's beautiful range for gifting, especially this because it is exquisite packaging. It feels and looks beautiful in the bathroom. It's an iconic product for us. It's one of our hero products. And as you can see, it's absorbed into the skin beautifully. You feel rich and nourished. But it's also a really nice product if you know you've got a stressful day ahead, or you know you've got a lot on and you just need that aroma every now and again to relax you and take that time out and a bit of space to just take a nice deep breath, and it is that fragrance that just relaxes you throughout the day.
For you though, you're surrounded by these fragrances, these wonderful experiences every single day, aren't you?
Yes, and I actually don't realise I smell of it all the time. My car smells of it, my apartment smells of it. I used to do the treatments within Spa and Salon and go home and my mum would say, oh, you've been using those beautiful products again. So it is that smell that is our iconic smell. People recognise Comfort Zone with this fragrance and it's so unique to us.
It smells expensive.
Gorgeous.
It smells indulgent.
Yes, it's absolutely beautiful. We've got a high content of rose oil within the product. We also have a lot of other ingredients, orange, vanilla, cedar. So it's a very unisex fragrance and it really does help to nourish the skin, and it's also really powerfully antioxidant. So it's going to help anti-age at the same time.
Oh, I like the sound of that. I tell you, what you will love is the feel of it. And people do, yeah, as you say, you know, your mum, you always used to notice it when you would come home from work.
Yes.
So it could be your signature scent, couldn't it?
Definitely. And people always say, oh, what is that smell? You know, they're always asking whenever I wear it as the blend or the perfume or the body cream, they can smell you everywhere you've been. So it's quite nice.
But it's not, you know, that there are very, very strong, heady fragrances that personally is not my thing.
Much.
I like a fresher, lighter fragrance. So you know, it's not going to be one of those things where, you know, you're walking down the street and people will be going, oh my gosh, what's she got on? That's a bit much. It's
very
much
subtle.
fresher, much more subtle, much more expensive than
Definitely.
than that.
It's a subtle fragrance, but it's just gorgeous. And every now and again throughout the day, you would just be aware of it, and it really does help to relax you throughout the day. So it's not a headache fragrance that's within the products. It's very beautiful mixture of essential oils. So your rosewood, Palmarosa, orange, vanilla and cedar. So it's a really nice mixture.
I've really enjoyed using this on my legs, particularly my shins get very, very dry. I mean, people who, you know, maybe shave their legs or whatever, this is going to be great, isn't it?
Definitely. For anyone that has really dry skin, even it is for all skin types, but particularly dry, you can see it coats your skin in that beautiful sheen and just gives that radiance to the skin to really help nourish and protect.
Can I just say, if you want to be popular, if you want to be very, very popular, could be your mum, could be your sister, or it could be yourself. This is just, well, pretty much an ultimate gift from the range. It's £64. It's, you know, it's not the lowest price thing that we have in the range, but perhaps it's one of the most indulgent, the one that's going to make you or somebody you give it to feel really, really special. 200 mils, and that price does include postage and packaging. And as I said earlier, thankfully it does, because this is a lovely, heavy, expensive feeling packaging as well, but get it to you wherever you are. Well, sadly, we are almost at the end of the Comfort Zone hour. Thank you very much for being with me,
Thank you for
Gemma. I just wanted a little recap of 3 of the most popular products that we've looked at in this hour. We started off by cleansing.
Yes, that's correct. So we've got the Skin Regimen Duo Cleanser, which is a cleanser and toner in one. You've got your switch technology, so it starts from a cream to an oil. Would use AM and PM onto the face to cleanse the face and remove, and it's feeding the skin the nutrition.
And that's £22. So you can check out all these details online and maybe have a little look at the video that will be there as well. And we moisturise too.
Yes, we've got a Hydramemory Extra Cream here, which is going to be really rich and nourishing for a dry, dehydrated skin type, really helping to cocoon the skin in that moisture.
And that's £44.
Perfect.
And something which might have to go in my handbag is this. So indulgent, from the Tranquility range, isn't it?
Absolutely decadent, beautifully exquisite product, really rich texture for the body, really nourishes the skin, enriches and cocoons the skin in that hydration, but is very powerful anti-aging because it's got lots of antioxidants.
Gemma, thank you very much. You're the lady with the magic hands. You're the national educator for Comfort Zone. Will you come back and visit me another time?
If you'll have me, of course.
Thank you very much. Meanwhile, still keep browsing on salonskincare.com. We have lots of great brands, including, of course, Comfort Zone.